Students from all over are gathering after walking out of school this morning. About 300 kids made their way downtown from David Douglas High School in Southeast Portland. KGW's Tim Gordon followed along. He's joining us live now. Tim, they didn't march that whole way, though.
No, Brenda, they certainly didn't. You know, it's a little bit more than 10 miles to get from David Douglas to the downtown area here, City Hall and Pioneer Courthouse Square. So they gathered at their school this morning, then they marched to the Max. At 9:07, they started streaming out of their classrooms. They gathered around the flagpole in front of their school. Then 20 minutes later, the kids moved out. Their message: what happened at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High in Florida could have happened at David Douglas.
This really could have been our school. This could have been anyone's school. And the fact that we don't have any protection or any way to ensure that this doesn't happen again, it's scary. It really is.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
It was at least a mile walk from school to the Max platform. When they got there, we asked a student why he'd skip school for this.
We're protesting for our lives, not because we just want to die. We have to go do what we have to do because I'm not trying to die. Because school should be somewhere I should be safe.
Then the group loaded onto the train and headed to downtown. At Pioneer Courthouse Square, they called for tougher gun laws, from background checks to assault rifles. Then the move to City Hall to join other students doing the same. And about a half an hour ago, the gathering here at City Hall broke up, as you saw from Sky 8. A lot of the kids are back down at Pioneer Courthouse Square. I can tell you that Mayor Ted Wheeler did come out and address the kids here, and he did talk about his desire for an assault weapons ban. Brenda, back to you.
Tim, thank you. And students at Westland High School organized a similar walkout. They gathered in front of the school at 10, where some sang and others gave speeches.
So basically, guns are an issue in the country, all right? This is not an opinion, this is not a fact, and all the evidence that you need is found in the gravestones of those who lost their lives to gun violence.
After the rally, students are taking buses to Salem, where they will call for stricter gun control legislation. While students across the country walk out, Columbine High School has something different planned. KGW's Rachel Raffinelli is live in the newsroom. Rachel, those students are encouraged to do some kind of service today.
Yeah, that's right, Brenda. Columbine High School is closed today, and students are encouraged to participate in a day of service. 19 years ago today, 2 Columbine seniors went on a shooting spree inside the school, killing 12 of their classmates and a teacher before killing themselves. 20 others were wounded. At the time, this was the worst high school shooting in U.S. history. Yesterday, students from Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, where a gunman opened fire in February, went to Colorado to mark the anniversary. They met with Columbine survivors, their families, and members of the community. The students say they hope that this helps everybody heal.
They went and actually got to do a walkthrough of Columbine today with Columbine survivors, which our big thing with that was that we wanted them to see that their school and their community will heal from this, even though right now, being 3 months out, it might still seem very raw and just like so much pain and sadness, but it will become happy again, and their school will be a place that learning and just normal fun teenage things will happen again.
Meanwhile, we're seeing protests all across the country. This video here shows students in Washington, D.C. marching to Capitol Hill. The group demanded stricter gun control laws. Students chanted, "The NRA has to go," and "We want change."